Hi, so some of you are wondering, how do I get more fruit on my tree? Is it fertilizer? Is it pruning? What is it? Well, it's neither of those really. It's having the flowers pollinated, and sometimes if you don't have bees coming around too much, you're not going to get a lot of fruit. As you can see, this one's got a lot of fruit on it already, and there's a surefire way to make sure that you get more fruit than you can you know what to do with, and that's by hand pollinating it. I'm going to go find us a flower that's ready to be pollinated so that you can see this and see how to hand pollinate these flowers so that you get more fruit. Okay, so here we have a flower that's ready to give off its pollen to be pollinated. And what you're going to do is you're going to come to this part right here. This is called the anther. This part is where you're going to take your brush and you're going to brush underneath it, and you'll see the pollen coming off of the anther onto the brush. Okay, that yellow dusty stuff, that's the pollen. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to go ahead and brush the stigma, which is right here. And that's basically how you hand pollinate a passion flower. You do this to a few of yours and you'll have plenty of fruit. Sometimes even more fruit than you know what to do with. Sometimes we don't have a lot of bees coming around, so I go out and I hand pollinate ours, and then the next thing I know is we have hundreds of fruit and we don't know what to do with them all, so we give them away. Again, this is the anther. You brush it with your little paintbrush, and then you go and brush it onto the stigma, and that's how you do it. Now sometimes, depending on the time of day, the pollen isn't ready to come off of these. So you have to time it either in the morning or the evening and find out when the pollen is being released. And that way you can go out and brush enough pollen off to fertilize the flower. I hope that helps, and here's to many more fruits.